The mattress that came with your RV or boat is almost always the cheapest one they could install. Then you discover replacing it is weirdly hard and expensive, and that's by design. Why the trap exists, and the fix that costs less than $100 that dealers stay quiet about. Factory mattresses in RVs and boats are almost always built to meet the lowest acceptable cost within a tight production budget. For most owners, the first night on the original bed is a letdown. Thin foam, minimal support, and a sleeping surface that feels more like a placeholder than a real mattress. Yet, not every factory mattress is cut from the absolute cheapest foam available. Some, like a reported Thor construction, combine 2 inches of natural latex with 6 inches of plant-based foam rated at 1.8 pounds per cubic foot. This density sits above the lowest grade used in furniture, but falls short of the premium memory foam products that often reach 3 to 5 pounds per cubic foot. Density simply measures the weight of the foam per cubic foot. It doesn't guarantee firmness, comfort, or durability on its own. Manufacturers have to juggle more than just price. Weight, thickness, fire safety, shipping costs, and consistent supply all play a role in the final decision. But public build sheets rarely reveal what's actually inside, leaving owners guessing about both quality and cost. The moment a replacement quote arrives, a basic comfort issue turns into a financial headache. There's no evidence that every dealer engineered this outcome for profit, but the economic result is clear. Design constraints and production choices create a steady stream of owners searching for a better, more affordable solution. Whether the answer is a simple upgrade or a full DIY project remains to be seen. A tape measure in hand quickly turns most RV and boat owners into detectives. The so-called short queen, measuring 60 by 75 inches, seems familiar until you realize a standard home queen runs 5 inches longer. That missing stretch means a standard queen sheet droops over the foot, bunching up or dragging, and a full queen mattress leaves nowhere to tuck the extra foam. RV-specific bedding becomes less of a luxury and more of a necessity. King beds in RVs bring their own twist. The 72 by 80 inch RV king is 4 inches narrower than a residential king and sometimes comes in an even shorter 72 by 75 inch version. Sheets and toppers that fit at home will hang off the edge or bunch against the wall. Bunk mattresses shrink even further, often just 27 to 35 inches wide, barely enough for a child or a single adult. 3/4 platforms, common in older rigs and compact floor plans, hover around 48 inches wide, making fitted sheets a guessing game. Some models, like Forest River's 66 by 74 inch mattress, split the difference. Too wide for a queen, too short for a king, and a headache for anyone hoping to buy off the shelf. Corners can be rounded, ends angled, and filler sections added, each one a new obstacle for a standard mattress. On the water, the geometry gets even stranger. V-berths start broad at the aft, tapering to a narrow point at the bow. Typical dimensions run 78 inches long and 55 to 59 inches wide at the back, with the forward tip narrowing to under 40 inches. No store-bought mattress will fit this puzzle without a trim. Measuring becomes the owner's first real tool, and the shape, not the label, decides what actually works. Dealer-branded and specialty RV or marine mattresses show up with price tags that can make owners pause, often several $100s, sometimes pushing past $800, and in some cases, much higher. Listings and forum reports break down these costs into more than just foam. There's the labor for custom cutting, radius corners, a new fitted cover, packaging, shipping, and the dealer's own handling and distribution. While a factory can order thin foam by the truckload at a discount, a single custom order for an odd shape is a low-volume job, even if the raw materials are nothing special. Most of the documented prices come from owner anecdotes and market listings, not from dealer invoices or factory procurement records, so there's no universal markup percentage to cite. The ODD size itself becomes the reason for the premium, leaving owners unsure if a standard alternative could work. Sellers benefit from this uncertainty, their advantage built on branding and the promise of a perfect fit, not on any proven coordinated scheme. Comparing a specialty quote to a DIY route isn't about exposing a secret profit margin, but about giving owners a clear decision tool. For those who need specialized foam, complex covers, or a guaranteed fit, custom work stays in the picture. But for many, the real question is whether a careful hand and a tape measure can deliver the same result for less. A thin mattress that's still structurally sound doesn't always have to be replaced outright. For many RV and boat owners, adding a trimmed memory foam topper is the simplest way to improve comfort without tearing out the original base. This approach works only if the mattress isn't sagging, torn, or contaminated, because the support core needs to be intact. Most people choose a separate layer of memory foam, usually 2 to 4 inches thick, and cut it to match the exact platform shape. That means following the rounded corners or angled ends, not just dropping a rectangle on top. Typical toppers in this range cost anywhere from $50 to $150, depending on size, thickness, and foam quality. Some basic versions, especially in smaller widths, come in under $100, while larger or denser models can reach the upper end of the range. Since the original mattress stays in place, this is an additive fix, not a full replacement. But added thickness can cause new headaches. Slide-outs, cabinet doors, or fitted bedding may no longer clear as before. Comfort depends on the firmness and heat retention of the topper, the total height, and the underlying support. Owner reports of very comfortable results are common, but these are personal experiences, not guarantees. The cost of any cutting tool is separate, and a full clearance check comes later. If the old mattress can't do its job as a base, then it's time to look at a complete replacement. A standard foam mattress in a box, priced between $150 and $300, has become the go-to fix for RV and boat owners staring down a worn-out base. The process starts with the basics. Unbox. Let the compressed foam fully expand and unzip the outer cover. This is the moment where the owner, not the factory, defines the bed's shape. The platform itself becomes the template, with corners, tapers, or curves traced directly onto the foam. Cutting comes next, and here, owner reports agree. A handheld electric carving knife, usually found for under $30, glides through polyurethane or memory foam with slow, steady passes. One owner likened the feel to slicing butter, though the ease depends on patience and a sharp blade. Fabric and foam are treated as separate jobs. The foam is shaped first, then the cover, if it's a zippered style, is trimmed and reassembled over the new core. When the original cover can't be reused, a fitted sheet or simple fabric wrap stands in. The Gerber's underway. V-berth project stands out as a real-world example. A memory foam slab was trimmed to a pointed marine berth and zipped back into its original cover, with the owner reporting excellent comfort after weeks afloat. Multiple owners echo this result, calling their reshaped beds super comfortable, though these are personal reviews, not guaranteed outcomes. The true test is the final fit. If the foam settles perfectly onto the irregular platform, the need for a specialty supplier fades. The total cost, often less than half of a custom order, depends on careful measuring and a willingness to handle the cut yourself. A tape measure, not the old mattress label, sets the rules from here. Start by recording the actual length and width of the sleeping platform. Not just at the edges, but at every spot where the shape changes, tapers, curves, or has cut corners. If the platform narrows